What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Rianne Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. Hopefully you had a lovely little Thanksgiving, and we are back. And of course, this podcast is presented by Macy's. It's Macy's best offer of the season. Right now, you can get an extra 30% off top gifts, plus 15% off Macy's best beauty brands. Macy's has truly everything, whether you're shopping for clothes, tops, jackets, coats, or you're shopping for beauty brands. You can get your top gifts like UGG. I got my UGG slippers right now on that I got from Macy's. You can get matching sweats, water bottles, advent calendars, and then you can get Crocs, dry bar travel kits, so many different options from beauty to clothes to toys. They have it all, and you can get free shipping at $25. So from December 4th until December 12th, you can get an extra 30% off top gifts plus 15% off at Macy's beauty brands, their best beauty brands. So right now, shop at Macy's.com or shop in store for that end of the year shopping. Maybe you haven't done all of your shopping yet for the holiday season, so you can get that at Macy's. How are we feeling, guys?
This was back. The weekend to do it.
Yes, we're back from the Thanksgiving little break we had.
Yeah.
How are we feeling? How was everybody's Thanksgiving?
Good. The studio is decorated for it was a weird it was a jump. I woke up Sunday morning and was like, oh my God, it's December. Like it's just happened so fast.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, there was not a lot of time to digest Thanksgiving fully. We're
Literally.
just straight into,
Is that like
I know.
a pun?
That was on purpose. Straight into Christmas.
Yeah, you know what I realized?
Now the studio's decorated. Well done, everybody.
Yes,
you guys who
the studio
decorated.
looks fantastic. I realized that the Thanksgiving Day parade is so Christmas heavy. It feels it's always been Christmas heavy, but it feels like it's gotten, I know like Santa coming is the big thing because it leads into the Christmas season, but it feels like it was even more Christmas heavy than usual this year.
Really?
Yeah, maybe that was just my own, maybe I just was feeling more Christmas heavy and that's why I took it that way.
I feel like they're always pretty Christmas heavy when it comes to like singing Christmas songs or like different floats having kind of Christmas themes. But yeah, I mean the Santa's the big closer.
Santa's the closer, and my favorite part about Santa coming at the end of the parade is all of the adults at the parade, not the children, all of the adults like waiting like on their last breath for Santa to march down the street in the parade. I'm like, oh my God, they're so in the spirit. They really believe, they really believe
that they do. And I did feel bad for them this year just because it was raining, which not super pleasant to be out in the rain and performing and doing all that, especially like the marching bands that are always so good. And then they're doing their whole routines and everything, and all the dancers who have to do their whole routines and everything in the rain, but everybody crushed it. So
everybody did a great job. Ariana Maddox performed on the Peacock float, which was cool to see. I mean, she's up there singing. Great show. Great Thanksgiving parade per usual.
I love watching the parade, and then it does go right into the National Dog Show, which is my favorite. And oh my God, did you see the winner?
No, I didn't.
Oh my God, he's a star.
I have to look.
He's a pug, and his name is Vito.
Oh my God. My cousin has a pug named Vito.
Really?
Yeah, not him.
Oh my God, he's not best in show?
No, I guess not.
But this was Vito the pug, and he won best in show. He won the whole shebang.
Wow, well deserved.
Let me tell you, what a star that pug is. I was blown away by him, and now I'm seeing him all over TikTok. It was also so cute because I saw other people posting TikToks of their pugs at home watching Vito the pug win best in show.
His paisans at home watching.
Yes, it was very funny. All the comments were like, yes, representation matters.
Italians on top.
Oh my God, it was actually so cute. All the pugs, they were like, oh my God, look at this pug. He was a very handsome man.
Handsome Vito.
I'm really getting dog fever.
Oh my gosh.
Bad.
Are you going to get one?
I mean, the clock is
ticking.
The clock is off. I think maybe like this is the end. I am traveling for like after Christmas a little bit. Like I'll be in Florida. So it won't be before that, of course.
Yeah.
But I mean, come 2025, it's in the cards for me. There's a couple rescues. One of the ones that is in New Jersey that we got Flo at they posted this post yesterday that was like a grid of just 20 different puppies that they have right now. And the top of the caption just said, "It's December 1st, ... and the puppies need you."
Wow, they're really pulling
my
you
God.
in.
And I'm like laying on the couch. I was an absolute gremlin on Sunday, just like didn't leave the crowd. I'm like, Joe, the puppies need us.
They need us on January 1st.
Yeah, the puppies need us. So no, it's I'm almost there.
It's almost time. I got some good cuddles with Norm this weekend, which reminded me, someone messaged me. They were like, "Where is Norman?" And I feel like I've talked about this, but every so often I have to remind people that Norman lives at my house on Long Island with my parents. Better than ever. Big backyard, love and life. He goes to Florida with them, but I go home all the time. So I see Norm all the time. I just don't post him. But I got a couple messages this week being like, "Where's Norm?" So I feel like I had to throw up a story of him. I was like, all right, let me feed a little Norm content to the people.
Here he is.
But him and Luca together, my godson. Yeah. It's the cutest thing in the world because I'm like, "Oh, Luca, this is going to be your best friend. Norman's going to be your best friend." Then he goes over and licks him, and it's just the cutest. Like a baby and dog together is just like the cutest combination.
It is.
Luca right now has to wear a helmet because he has like,
he's got like the
flat spot on his head.
Yeah.
So he has to wear this helmet, and it like hurts my heart looking at him. He's so cute, but like I feel like he's miserable with this helmet on his head.
Yeah.
He's just like he's just got this like grumpy old man face on not even a 1-year-old's body because of this damn helmet.
Right. Even without the helmet.
I know. He just has this like he literally looks like a little old man. It's so
put that helmet on him. He's just like, "Oh, come on."
Yeah, his first Christmas is coming around the corner.
He's so great.
But Thanksgiving weekend was exactly what I needed.
Yeah, it was nice.
A great Thanksgiving, great family time, and then I truly had to conquer my closet this weekend. Like I had to conquer it. It's been months now of things just piling up. And just me throwing things on the floor and putting stuff in my luggage and then throwing that stuff out of my luggage and putting new stuff in my luggage. And it was time. And it took me about a good 7 hours on Saturday to do it all. And wow, does my brain feel so much better. But my body hurts. Yeah. Just a lot of up and down. Yeah. Because everything was on the floor. I took everything out. So I have a room that I use as a closet. And I just started from the beginning. I took everything out of this room. Yeah. Like everything that was in my closet, my drawers, racks, everything out. And I just started from the beginning and just everything was on the floor. So it was like up, down, down. I woke up the next morning. I was like, "Oh my God, why does my back hurt so bad?" But I got it done.
No, that's the best feeling when you get everything fully cleaned out. Closet space. It's just, I dream of a large closet. One day, I'm almost there.
Right.
It's just, oh God, everything piles up.
Yeah,
it does.
quickly.
It's hard to, especially in New York City, it's just hard to keep organized. You have to have everything. Like summer stuff goes in storage. The jackets. I love a good jacket. I realized I actually had so much stuff hanging on one rack in my big hall closet. The rack has fallen off the wall. I didn't even realize. I went to go move some stuff and I was like, "Oh my God, this is no longer even secure on the wall."
No.
It is hanging off the wall. But no, nothing's better than a closet organization day.
And now things are in the right places. Yeah. I got pants over
where
here,
everything is,
shirts over there.
Everything's hung up.
Everything's hung up. Yep. It's all organized now.
And then you remember things that like you're like, "Oh shit, I forgot I had this."
Exactly what happened this weekend. That's exactly what happened. But it's also a big week. Surviving Barstool premieres this week.
It does.
Surviving Barstool is the Barstool reality show that I filmed while Fran was on her honeymoon. And for people who don't know what Surviving Barstool is, it's basically Barstool's version of Survivor, The Challenge, all those, reality competition shows. And this is the 4th season that they've done at Barstool, but it's the biggest season they've ever done. The first one started with 8 people. I forget how many was last year. I think it might have been 12. This year it was 24 of us who work at Barstool, all Barstool employees, co-workers, we're living in the Chicago office, competing in mental challenges, physical challenges, voting each other out. There's eliminations. It's drama. It's intense. It's chaotic. And if you love reality TV, which if you are listening to the show, then I assume you are a lover somewhat of reality TV. You should definitely give it a watch. Even if you have never seen other Barstool stuff before, if you just listen to Chicks in the Office, I really recommend watching because honestly, like production level on this was insane and people put in so much work to make this show happen. And I think it's going to be incredible. So make sure you are tuning in. They put out the schedule. It's like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday the next week, and the following week, and then there's like a little bit of a break, and then it comes back in January. But it's on all Barstool platforms. You can watch on YouTube, the Barstool YouTube channel. You can watch on there.
I mean, it's like, it's you, Dave, Big Cat. I mean, it's like major players.
Yeah, Will Compton, Taylor Lewan, Biz, Ryan Whitney, Kelly Keys.
Yeah, the $1 Million guys.
Yes.
Mubi,
Jerry. The list goes on and on. There's 24 people. Robbie Fox, Smitty.
Yep. Francis,
Roan, tons of people.
Yeah.
So if you've never seen other Barstool stuff before, or maybe you are in a little bit, it's 24 people. So it's going to be great. So make sure you tune in, make sure you watch, support your girl, Rhea, and I'm excited to watch. I'm excited to see it all unfold, honestly.
It'll be Tuesday. It is still Monday. Cyber Monday sales are still going on. You can get our new hat. Rhea's wearing it right now. It's a great hat.
Yeah.
We have some bridal merch, cute sweatshirts, makeup bags. I made a wicked Saquon Barkley t-shirt that you can get as well. You know what's maybe the most condescending thing you can say to somebody else? That's just like, you're like throwing a jab.
What is it?
When somebody ends their message with like a sassy thought and then they just go, comma, TBH.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah.
It has such a different snap than if you were to say, honestly, and then you say your thought, When you hit, somebody replied, it's because I saw it last night because somebody replied to one of my stories about the Eagles winning. And she said they really shouldn't have, comma, TBH.
Oh,
well, TBH. They really should have because they did.
Yeah, because they won. How can you take away a win?
It's just it's just the bitchiest thing you can send back to somebody.
It is TBH.
TBH.
Or IMO, in my opinion. It's like the same energy.
It is. And even like if it's someone you know or don't know, when you hit them with a TBH, not even like a TBH at the end of a thought hits different than a TBH at the beginning.
Did you write back? Well, they did win. TBH.
No. I could. My ears turned red. I just had to close out the message. They really shouldn't have TBH. Well, it's the TBH at the end.
Yeah, that's
when they just. Well, to be honest, nobody cares because they won.
Right, exactly. That should have been if you were to respond, but you don't need to respond.
I was like, oh. Well, sorry.
That does just hit a little bit harder.
Oh no, and then it's even when it's just a different, like that was just straight up fact the Eagles won, like sorry. But when it's a difference of opinion even, and they're like, I actually really think, and then they give their thought and they go TBH. And I'm like, ugh.
If only they would have just started off with TBH.
Yeah, or just send it without the, like, just send it without it, because it's your thought anyway. I hope you're being honest.
Yeah, I would
regardless,
hope you're being honest. Yeah, I feel that.
That was just a thought.
Well, at least the Eagles won, so
exactly.
You came out on top on that one.
Right. It's like, well, sorry.
If they
did
lost, different story.
Well, if they lost, you wouldn't be sending that message.
Right, exactly. Salty.
Yeah.
It's the end of the year.
It's that time of year.
Where people are getting feisty with the sports.
Yep. People are getting chippy. People are getting chippy.
They are. It's the end of the year. Who's going to come out on top? We're right around the corner here.
It is. It is. And Angie's 100th birthday was a massive success. She's got to be. She was so happy. I have to tell Mima to tell her all the messages I got of people being so floored that she is 100 years old. That I was like, oh, you got it. The people are going crazy for Aunt Angie.
When I saw the photos and videos of Aunt Angie, I kept thinking to myself, where is Aunt Angie? Like, where is Aunt Angie? And then I realized that was Aunt Angie, and my jaw was on the floor. How does Aunt Angie look like that at 100 years old?
It is very impressive.
I can't believe it. No, like, truly, what are her secrets? It needs to be shared with the class.
I know.
Because that is just incredible.
I know.
She's going to live, the way she's looking, she's living until 150.
She is.
Maybe 200.
She's really phenomenal. I mean, she's out on the, all she wanted to do the whole party was dance, have people dance with her. She's doing high kicks on the dance floor.
She's got sandals on, moving around, moving and grooving.
Yeah.
I'm like, how is this woman 100 years old?
I know. It was very sweet. Everybody kind of like went through toasts. Meanwhile, my grandma, like, Mima, I won't say her age because she'll be upset with me, but she was like, she grabbed the mic. Everyone had some toasts, things to say. We went 12 family members in my grandma's family members. So like there was a representative from every sibling. And Mima started off, but then she was like, now I'm not so great at this, so I did consult AI. And I was like, who's teaching you how to consult AI?
And also, she is good at it. You know what I mean? She doesn't need AI.
I know. But that really got, the room was really laughing.
Maybe that was part of her
What
joke.
the heck does that mean? Yeah. They're like, how does she even know how to do that? But no, it was a fun event, and she does look absolutely fantastic, my Aunt Angie. And I have a couple of my other grandma sisters that were there, and they're doing great and feeling good, and that's it's very impressive. Everyone was like, you got some great genes. It's like, yeah.
You really do have some phenomenal genes.
On that side,
The women genes are strong.
Oh, yeah. They are tough cookies.
Both my grandmas died at an early age. 70s.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
That is tough.
It is, because,
70s not that old anymore.
No, I'm saying that's
really not.
That's an early age.
Yeah. It really, because I think it.
Well, my dad's mom, even younger than that.
Yeah.
She died in 1997 when I was born.
Yeah.
So.
No, it's crazy, because I do feel like, people live longer, but it's just the aging process of when you get older and you don't feel like you're old or getting older, but then your parents are getting older. And then in my mind, I'm like, oh, my parents are so young, but they're not that far off. Like, my dad's not that far off from 70 now. Like, so it's crazy.
It is crazy.
When I think about it like that, I'm like, oh my God, that's so not that old.
No, not at all. Like, when you're younger, 70 something's like, well, but now I think it's 70 something's, I think that's young.
He always jokes that Mima's going to outlive him, and honestly, it's possible.
I saw.
It's like the king.
Yeah, yep.
I saw a video that was, I forgot where I saw this, where it was talking about, it's like, being in your late 20s is old, but being in your early 30s is young. And then, like, being in your 50s is old, but being 60 is young.
Because you're young for your class.
You're always young for your,
school.
Right.
Exactly.
You have like a fresh new decade.
Yes.
Yeah, like you're old in middle school, and then when you get to high school, now you're the new young kid.
Yeah,
that's exactly it.
So no, but that was really very nice. Saw a lot of family members that I don't get to see a lot either. So that was good. A lot of photos taken, obviously.
Well, that sounds lovely.
And Angie was not kissing everybody on the lips, which she was told not to.
Does Aunt Angie do that?
Yeah.
She's told not to for her own well-being, or just for
others? I mean, she's just kissing
Yeah. No, I mean just like in terms of getting sick or like.
That is a major factor as at her age, for sure. But also just kissing people
boundaries.
she doesn't know on the lips.
Yeah, boundary. Right. There needs to be a boundary set.
I think she may have gotten TJ. Sometimes if there's like.
Oh, right. We did talk about this. You were like, she's going to try and kiss Joe on the lips. Yeah. Oh, she got TJ?
I think she might have gotten TJ.
Newcomer?
Yeah, it was double. Joe got the double cheeks, but also Mima was close by, so she was like, don't kiss him on the lips.
So he got a double cheek. He got double cheeked.
Yeah. Oh, we all. I mean, with like.
Of course, that's a
went back and forth. I think I probably got 10 double.
Back and forth.
Yeah,
if you're Aunt Angie, you're giving out all the kisses you can at that age.
Yeah.
TJ got a little
Get
wet.
yourself an Aunt Angie to make you feel good in yourself. You know, that older generation, they just love to floor everybody with compliments. She's like, oh my gosh, guys, what a beautiful couple. You guys look so great. It's just, she's so cute.
Yeah.
So cute.
They always make you feel really good.
They do. They do. Grandmas do that too. Mima.
R.I.P. Grandma.
Yeah. Well, Mima can do it for you.
A lot of grandma talk.
I know.
A lot of grandma talk.
Mima can do it for you too. She will. She does.
Yeah, she does.
She does.
That is really nice.
Yeah.
I really do miss my grandma because my grandma would have fucking loved this show.
Yeah.
Like she would have ate up our show. She loved gossip. She loved pop culture. I wish it was around when she was going through like her dialysis and her chemo so she could have listened to it.
Yeah.
And she would have really enjoyed that. But unfortunately, no.
Well.
Yeah. We're coming up on 10 years. She passed away in 2015.
Wow.
Yeah. Right around my birthday.
That is
very selfish, Grandma.
Yeah. That is actually so crazy too, because I feel like when it just shows how long we've been here and like working together too. Because I just feel like when we first started working together, you would talk about it and it was like, oh, my grandma basically just passed. Like it was not long. And now 10 years.
So crazy.
Wow. Yeah.
I know. I miss her a lot. She was a blast. Tall woman. Nobody in my family's tall. Tall woman. About 5'9".
Wow.
Yeah.
It's really not what I envisioned at all.
No, porcelain skin. She never went into the sun.
Yeah, well,
you know, beautiful skin.
That's what they tell you to do.
They tell you. They tell you
to do
that. Yeah,
do.
beautiful skin. Didn't stop other things from happening.
Right.
You know, unfortunately.
Right. Well, you know, you just got to live your life because at the end of the day, yeah, you do. Look, everyone was talking about how Aunt Angie would like slather her oil on and go outside and like sit on the tar roof and like,
oh my God, and look at her now.
Bake to a crisp.
Look at her now.
So,
jeez.
Yeah.
Bless Aunt Angie.
Yep.
Bless those genes.
I know. It was quite a feat, 100 years old. Very impressive. So
yeah, that's insane. That's not just like quite a something.
No,
it's like that's actual insanity. That's
crazy.
Actually insanity.
I know.
Noah, how was your break?
Yeah.
How was your Thanksgiving?
It was good.
You cook anything this year for Thanksgiving?
No. No.
Oh, please.
What did I do? No, I just...
There's no shot he lifts a finger when he's home for the holidays.
That is kind of, I'm like, I'm here. Like, I'm here to relax.
You're the gift.
Yeah.
I'm here to relax, ladies and gentlemen.
Your present is my present.
Yeah. But no, got to see Murray. We have a foster dog, a new foster dog.
One?
It's a yellow lab with like a shepherd mix.
Oh,
Nova.
cute.
Yeah, she's actually very nice.
Aww.
And
yeah, for those listening, Noah doesn't talk about it too often, but he is picky with the foster dogs that his mom brings home.
Some are great. Some
he's like, that dog sucks.
And the ones that I say suck, unfortunately, it's sad, but they don't get like picked by a family for a while, if ever. Like, it's tough.
Noah.
No, but this, like the one before this.
What if Fran picks up
honestly,
a dog
you should
from
if you want a dog, take Nova. Her name's Nova.
I like Nova.
But no, the one before Nova, like I was only home for one night, and in that one night, she like barked at me, tried to bite me, like pooped all over the floor, and I was like, just based on our relations, like I can't speak that highly of you.
Left a bad impression.
Yeah, but no, it just hung out, didn't really do much.
Nice.
Which is the
sounds
best.
like a relaxing weekend.
I fear you won't have the patience for training a dog.
Yeah, I think I
When you
would.
get
If it was
your own
my
dog.
dog, I think I'd be like, I want him to be trained very well.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I try to keep my apartment really nice, but when I go home, I'm like, this isn't my domain. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You don't care.
I do care. This is gonna make. I mean, my mom.
I feel like basically what he's saying is I go home and I don't care because my mom picks up after
Well, I'm
me.
just like, this is part of the fun of going home. It's like I go back to my childhood self, and my mom is taking care of me again.
Yeah. No,
That is
I think a lot of
true.
people feel that way. I actually saw a TikTok that was cracking me up of a girl being like, does anyone feel like they get uglier by the day when they're home at their parents' house? And I was like, honestly, that's how I feel. Because when I go home, like, that's when I'm like, I'm in sweats all day, not doing anything. I'm being as lazy as I possibly can.
That is really nice that your families treat you that way. My family does not treat me in the way that they're like, let me serve you. Like when I go home.
I'm not going home to any of. My parents don't live here anymore, so.
No, I know, but when you go to like.
No, when I go to Florida, I'm not. It's just telling my mom to come bring me lunch.
No, okay, I don't do that.
Like it sounds like Noah's family is like catering to him when he goes
honestly,
home.
let me just say that like they don't like it, and they don't really like do it for me. They like my mom will like talk shit to me.
You just embrace it.
I just am like I'm not doing it. Like they were putting up yesterday like Christmas lights, and my brother and my mom like kind of handle that always, and they're like, "You want to help?" And I'm like, this isn't my thing. Like, you guys are the Christmas light people. I was like, I'm more on the Jewish side. Me and Dad.
Noah's the that isn't my job guy.
Yeah. And my sister's just
that's not my
all
job.
day, so.
That's not my job.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That is funny. That is.
But you can talk about it at the Boston show. They'll be there. So.
Yeah, we can discuss with them. Oh, yeah. We have our last show of the year. Boston, we're coming to you Tuesday. We're gonna be at the Clock Tavern 6 to 8. We're doing a little meet and greet, a little drink, a little have fun, and then Wednesday we will have our show. We can't wait to see you guys. Make sure you bring those signs. We're gonna be giving out a lot of gifts, a lot of prizes. It's gonna be a great time. We can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be so much fun.
So much fun. I what was I gonna say? Never mind. Cut it out. I just like brain malfunctioned.
So fine.
It happened to me this weekend too. I was saying something and like as I was saying it, it left my brain. Okay, never mind. It's going to be an absolute blast. We cannot wait to see all of you in Boston.
I'm enjoying looking through this tree. There's one hole right here that's the only way I can see your face. Everything else is covered in branches, but it feels festive.
I was gonna say, why are you looking at me like that?
Because
you were looking at me with like
squinting.
Yeah, like admiration.
Yeah, no, because I could like your little face fits perfectly right in this spot.
Thank you.
So
very
I could just
much.
like it's just filled with Christmas spirit right now, you know?
Thank you. We cannot wait to see everybody in Boston, so make sure you are coming to see us on Tuesday, and then we'll see everybody at the show on Wednesday. Bring your signs. We're going to have a magical time, and we've reached the end of the year, baby. It's December, okay? It is December. The clock is ticking down, and really, I just want to cuddle up on the ball and speak with the microphone downwards to my face at this point.
Well, it got cold, too, and that always, all of a sudden it was like, boom. Winter.
All of a sudden, 30 degrees.
Yeah, I just want to cuddle up.
Yeah, I just want to get warm and cozy.
Did you get your tree yet?
No, I didn't get my tree yet.
It's tree night.
It's going to be sometime this week.
In the Mariana Riley apartment.
Nice.
I'll make a note of this now.
Yeah.
Because remember at the live show, I was like...
Yes.
When Noah was like, Fran already got her tree. And we were like, what?
There was one point during the show where we were talking about... What were we even talking about?
It was a trivia question.
Noah put Christmas trivia in the trivia show.
Part of the show.
Yeah.
And we were like, it's not Christmas trivia
it's
time.
not Christmas trivia yet. And literally like under his breath, but still in the microphone so we could hear him. He's like, oh, well, you already put up your tree.
She goes, well, Fran already put up her tree.
Yeah.
And we were like, no.
I'm like, dude, what? I'm like, repeat yourself? No, I didn't. Tree night's tonight. Noah, mark it down.
I had it mixed up. Maddie was the one who put her tree up.
Yes. Tree night is tonight.
Tree will happen some point this week.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I had to clean before I can get a tree in that
that's so fair.
place.
That's so I'm so excited to see the tree you get.
We'll see what happens, you know?
Like, what kind of tree are you going to get? Like
a big one.
Big fatty?
Big one. Big tree. Beautiful with the city lights behind it.
To see it.
It's going to be fabulous.
It's going to be so picturesque.
Maybe I'll finally do an apartment tour now that I cleaned my closet.
Right.
People always ask, they're like, oh, show us your whole apartment. And I like never show it because my closet.
You were like, here's a door to a closet. I will not open it.
I won't open it. Like, it hasn't been done.
Yeah.
So maybe.
Well, with everything decorated for Christmas, maybe that'll
be a beautiful time to do it.
Beautiful.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Love it.
All right. Let's get into the rest of the show. We're going to be talking about some topics. Lackluster, but we'll get into it. We'll make it fun. Josh Allen.
What a tease.
Yeah.
Buckle up.
It's just December. It's
December.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Thanksgiving. Everybody's spending time with their
families.
families.
The celebrities, they like get into the holiday spirit and they don't want to do anything raunchy or sexy because it's the holiday time. Josh Allen, Hailee Steinfeld engaged. That was a fun one. Taylor Swift hosted the Kelces in Nashville for Thanksgiving. Nikki Garcia returned returned to the Nikki and Bree Show podcast to talk about her relationship with Artem and everything that transpired there. And Laguna Beach held their 20th high school anniversary.
20 years.
20 years since the graduation of the Laguna Beach high school students, and they have lived to tell the tale and show some pictures from it. And we have the weekly watch report. So let's get into the topics. I am so excited because I just did some shopping this weekend and I picked up myself a few new items from Skims. I got some shirts, I got some pants, but of course, I also got items from the Fits Everybody collection. The Fits Everybody collection at Skims is fantastic. The feeling that this underwear brings me is such joy, especially with traveling around. Like, we're walking around the airport. Airports now are just humongous, so you're just walking for what seems like hours, and you want breathable underwear. You want something that you're going to feel comfortable traveling in, and that's why I love the Fits Everybody collection and the underwear from Skims that you can get from that. Also, the bras, friend, you are raving about the bras from Skims from Fits Everybody.
I love those bralettes. I'm wearing one right now. I got the triangle bralette on now.
They're so good.
It's so comfortable. I think it's like truly my go-to everyday bra is wearing these bralettes because it's just so much more comfortable than, especially when you're wearing like sweaters and sweatshirts and stuff. You don't need like that. Sometimes those other bras can feel so tight and constricting, and the bralettes are just so comfortable. And
I'm also wearing a Skims bra right now.
There you go.
I just realized.
Yeah, you get a little tug. It keeps everything up and perky still. Everything looks great. The triangle bralettes like my favorite thing ever.
Yeah, they're the best. And like I talked about, the Fits Everybody collection is also in available sizes XXS to 4X. So you can shop now at skims.com. There are so many options, different sizes, colors. I love the colors that they have on Skims because you can wear it under clothing without being see-through, or if you want to go with fun colors, they have that as well. So after you place your order, be sure to let them know that we sent you. Select podcast in the survey and be sure to select our show in the drop-down menu that follows. And if you're looking for the perfect gift for the whole family, Skims just launched their biggest holiday shop ever. That's what I shopped from this past weekend. So make sure you're shopping that, also available at skims.com. So Josh Allen and Hailee Steinfeld, they got engaged November 22nd. So a little bit before Thanksgiving, Josh Allen and Hailee posted a collab on Instagram showing that they got engaged. And I'm just happy for these two. Yeah. I'm like, oh my God, how sweet.
Beautiful, beautiful photo. I love that. It's always funny when a football player goes through a big life event and then it's talked about on the broadcast for their next game. So the Bills played in the snow, crazy game. Josh Allen literally like threw and caught a touchdown at the same time, basically. And Chris Collinsworth was just he was absolutely giddy with the way Josh Allen was playing, and he was like, you know, that's what happens when you get engaged. You get a little love in your life. It was cracking me up, but it's so true. Josh Allen engaged game, and he played fantastic. Love is in the air. It is unfortunate for them that there was like some drama involved.
There was some drama.
Because people had thought that Josh's ex-girlfriend, Britt, who we have actually met before.
Yeah, years
really
ago.
Sweet girl.
That was from Rowdy, right?
No, Super Bowl.
Yeah. Well, and they also came to the office like early, like I want to say it was 2018 or whatever it was.
And they were like grew up together. They were together high school, college, like that whole process. And then they broke up. He's been with Hailee. And somebody screenshotted like a comment that came from her account, but she's saying she got hacked and like her social media was being hacked, and it had been actively being hacked for like the whole week. But somebody commented on her post and said, haven't found the next pro athlete yet. And the alleged reply was, luckily my boyfriend owns a team and doesn't play for one. Don't have to be with another brain dead CTE athlete. And that got screenshotted and sent around everywhere. She posted on her story that she had been hacked. We actually have we have a mutual friend with her as well, who posted on her story like in defense of her. And I feel like
who?
Sophie Julia posted
and
was like,
that.
She posted a whole story and was like, this is, Britt's one of her close friends and she would never do this. And if you know her, you would know she would never do this. It was like, she said, need to speak up on behalf of my good friend. People are so evil right now and I got to say something. Britt would never in a million years speak in the way that person commented. She's also single and thriving right now, so that doesn't even make sense. Her accounts got hacked the other night and she's being blackmailed. She had reached out to me asking if I had a connection at Meta to help her. And she posted like a screenshot of their text as well. I mean, this would be the time somebody would fucking hack her account.
Sure.
Like that's like the perfect opportunity. And I think everybody's gut response is like, oh yeah, sure you were hacked, like whatever. But I'm kind of feeling like she got hacked because that's a crazy comment to post. And she's been she has not said anything about Josh and their breakup and dating Hailee and like the whole thing. She's never really said anything. And that's the time she's going to reply to a comment and be like a brain dead CTE athlete. Like I don't think that really would make any sense.
Yeah, I sort of agree with you because it's like also if she's single, then the comment doesn't make sense that she's like dating the owner of a team.
Yeah.
It was a wild comment. So initially like seeing that, you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
What the hell? But I think it's very possible that she was hacked. I mean, like you said, that would be the time someone would hack. It's like, oh, this whole thing just happened. Now let's hack her and make it seem like she's pissed and it's a whole thing.
And that's the time, especially because you can use that as leverage if she is getting blackmailed of like, oh, I'm going to post crazy shit on your account because this is going on. Like she'll probably, if they were blackmailing, be like, oh, well, she's going to pay to get her accounts back. So this doesn't doesn't happen.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate situation because also on top of that, like Josh and Hailee are trying to enjoy their moment.
Yeah.
And be happy. And then you have all these articles like Josh's ex-girlfriend gets hacked with this comment. But like, honestly, it seems like Josh Allen and Hailee have stayed offline for the most part of their relationship. So like,
definitely
at this point, they're probably like better at just ignoring these types of things just like carrying on. So congratulations to them. And
yes, what a couple.
Yeah, and for his ex, I hope that she gets that situation figured out because that is
I know.
That is a shitty situation.
That is just worst case scenario. Because not only are you dealing with the, engagement of it all, but people are posting as you and not nice messages.
Not nice messages. And if she didn't get hacked, then that's just wild.
Yeah. I can't imagine. I don't know. There's no world that I don't know her personally, but the interactions that were in the past and like the way other people have spoken about her, it just wouldn't make any sense to me that she would post that.
Also considering she's been quiet, it's like, that would be a bad time to do that.
Yeah, totally.
And also the comment as a whole just doesn't feel like something somebody would write like straight up.
No, and like there's been a couple TikToks and there's been TikToks that she's made of like alluding to, gossip or like talking about gossip or whatever. But even that's harmless compared to straight up being like my like brain dead ex,
Bad.
Yeah.
Really bad.
Yeah. So
Not
I don't.
good.
Yeah. That feels to me like she was really hacked, which is unfortunate. But man, they'll have a gorgeous wedding, Josh and Hailee. I wonder where they'll do it. I feel like destination.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be something.
They
beautiful.
feel like a Cabo wedding to me.
Yeah. Oh, that would be sick. That sounds gorgeous.
Yeah, it does.
Sounds beautiful.
It does.
A happy Thanksgiving for Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. The Swifts hosted the Kelces in Nashville, Tennessee for Thanksgiving. And that just sounds like a lovely little time. I feel like Taylor gets so in the holiday spirit that I can imagine this home feeling cozy and warm and filled with Thanksgiving cheer.
I couldn't agree more. This sounds so nice. They hosted in Nashville this year. Travis was there before he had to fly and leave for his game on Friday, but she was in South America for the Eras Tour around Thanksgiving last year. So this is their first Thanksgiving that they celebrated together. Taylor and her family were excited to host the Kelces this year, the source told People magazine. Jason was there with his family and kids too. It was very festive and special.
I'm sure it was, and I'm sure the food was just delicious. Do you think they all cook, or do you think they cater? You think they have chefs come?
Taylor cooks, I think.
I feel like they cook.
Yeah.
I feel like
maybe some of the big things you get, like, but Taylor's definitely got some specialties she makes.
The main stuff, though.
Taylor's out here making homemade Pop-Tarts for like Kansas City Chiefs wags and like giving them out as gifts and stuff.
Right. So I feel like a homemade Thanksgiving meal.
Yeah, in
that house.
Totally. It's funny, this article says, the news may come as a surprise to some fans, as Travis's mom, Donna, said 1 week before Thanksgiving during an appearance on the Today Show that Taylor would probably not be joining the Kelces for the holidays. I feel like Donna is so nervous to ever say anything that she just lies. Mm-hmm. It's like, or just like downplays. It's so funny because I feel like she's often on the Today Show, and they must be like, Donna, you're not giving us the scoop.
My question is, why is she on the Today Show so often?
She was promoting the Hallmark movie.
It just feels like she's always doing some sort of media junket.
She's got her own endeavors she's promoting.
There's a lot of media from Donna Kelce where,
look, everybody, this is the time of the Kelces. Everybody wants to see them. Kylie's got a podcast coming out now. Like the Kelces are high in demand, but I felt like that was really funny that that you're like not. She's probably so afraid to be like, oh, it's the Swifts are hosting us at Nashville,
Well, she was probably like, ooh, I got them. I told them she wasn't coming to our Thanksgiving, but we're going there. Like, so technically she's not really lying, because they're actually, they're going to Nashville.
Or maybe she's also added that football is always the holidays for her family, noting that her loved ones had not planned to have Thanksgiving dinner. So it's like she just said, oh, we're not even doing Thanksgiving.
We're skipping Thanksgiving this year. That's how afraid she is. No, we're actually not acknowledging Thanksgiving this year.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm sure it was just lovely. I could taste the warm yams with marshmallows. Like, I feel like that, a little maybe like cinnamon.
Yeah.
That's what I taste when I think of that kind of Thanksgiving.
Some good desserts, some good baked goods.
Oh, gosh. It's making me actually want to go back in time to Thanksgiving.
I know, right?
You know what I mean? Like, I just want to go back and eat the Thanksgiving food that I just had and just do it all over again.
Yep.
Because,
beautiful.
I love a good Thanksgiving meal,
Mm-hmm.
Remember the people who used to say, like, they didn't like Thanksgiving food?
Yeah.
Whack. So whack.
I will say I do enjoy Thanksgiving food a lot, but and I love turkey. Like, I love a turkey sandwich. But there's something about Thanksgiving turkey that's not the turkey's my least favorite part of the meal.
Yeah, that's common, but I'm talking about all the sides.
Oh, the sides are fantastic.
Stuffing.
Yeah.
Sweet potatoes.
I love stuffing. Mashed potatoes, sweet
green bean
potatoes.
casserole.
Yeah.
Mashed potatoes.
Oh, yeah.
You really just have it all. Mm-hmm. Mac and cheese.
Cranberry sauce.
Oh my God, the canned cranberry sauce. I don't want your homemade cranberry sauce. I want the chemical one.
Yep, totally.
Bring me back. Bring me back to just a couple days ago. Moving on, Nikki Garcia has returned to the Nikki and Bree show to talk about the situation with Artem. As we know, Artem was arrested for domestic violence against Nikki.
Yep.
And I think people were confused and shocked by that because from what we have seen is that they had a pretty strong relationship. Nikki went on the podcast to talk about how she kind of put up a front about their relationship online and on the podcast so that people would believe that they had a great relationship because she didn't want people to know that she was having another failed relationship in which she believed she had in the past. So she was sort of putting up a front about this relationship with Artem, and then unfortunately this situation happened, and she talks about, should have leaving before this and all of this happening, which is so sad. And it's just incredibly sad that people feel the need with social media pressure to kind of put on an act because of what people will say about them.
Yeah.
And it's really just like, fuck what people have to say about you. Do what's best for you. Don't live your life for social media sort of thing, you know? And it's no one's fault because
just like
the pressure,
public perception.
The public perception and the social media, there is a lot of pressure. So you can't blame Nikki for feeling that way, but it's just unfortunate that people feel the way they need to instead of just like living the life they want to live because they want to do it rather than what the public thinks they should do.
Right. It's sad for that to be like the reason to hold on to a relationship because you're so afraid of like scrutiny and oh my God, like I already went through such a public breakup, like I can't do that again.
Right.
Which is so tough because it sounds like maybe a different decision would have been made and they do have a son together, so that comes into play as well of like wanting to make it work for him. But she had said she, felt heartbroken and betrayed. She had to mourn the family that she envisioned for herself, which is like what I was saying. It's so you picture what your life is going to be. She said you go from having a great love story to having a terrible one. Never saw any of it coming as far as what the ending would be. It's been a struggle. She said, she, obviously, of course, having a tough time, and she's been focusing on healing, and at this point is just trying to like focus on taking care of her son and everything, because she even just said like she wanted Artem to kind of get himself together for Mateo, and so that they could make it work. She had said, I wanted him to heal. I wanted him to get help because that's what my son Mateo deserves. So it's sad that that's obviously how it all came to an end and blew up in that way. And now she does, as a public persona, like she still has to come out, like has this podcast. So she's still, even though it's been months, it's like, okay, well now I have to talk about it and explain how she's feeling and all these things. So it's just, it sucks that everything that she was afraid of happening is what happened.
Right. And
probably at an even bigger level.
Larger scale. And it's not her fault. Like none of this is her fault.
Yeah.
There's nothing she could do about this situation, really. It's like she thought she knew somebody, she loved this person, and he turns out to be this kind of guy. And like, of course you root for, the father of your kid, I imagine, because she's like, well, we have this child together. Like, I want him to have a good dad. Yeah. But if he can't do that for himself, how much can she really do? She really can't do much if he doesn't want to help himself. So kind of it's a sad situation. And also just like from a Dancing with the Stars viewer, how do you, like, it's kind of, you got to be like, this guy we've been watching on TV.
Yeah, no, it's not good. And I feel like Artem has always had not like a bad reputation, but maybe more like an iffier reputation as just one of the pros. Like some of the stars have had tougher times with him because he is really like from what it seemed like really like strict and intense with the celebrities on the show, and that can be obviously super, super tough. But yeah, as far as like when you see these couples that are on the show that end up being paired together, and then they like actually become a couple. It's sad to see it end in such a tragic way.
And I feel bad for Nikki that she had to go through this.
Yeah,
really
100%.
bad.
With Zola, you can plan your entire wedding in one convenient place. From the day you get engaged and search for the venue to the day you send out your save the dates, make your registry, and even taste your cake, Zola has literally everything you need to make the whole process super easy and actually enjoyable. There's even a 5-star app that helps you plan on the go or on your couch. Zola helps couples plan the wedding they really want with tons of unique features and personalized recommendations based on a couple's preferences. Every Zola wedding is as unique as the couple planning it. Their wedding pros are on call to walk couples from question to answer anytime. The Zola app is so easy to use. It keeps everything in one place, from tracking the guest list, RSVPs, seating chart, registry, thank yous, like just really everything you need in one place. So start planning at Zola.com. That's ZOLA.com. That actually really does remind me, though, that you brought this up, that, we didn't have an episode on Friday, so we didn't even talk about it. But I guess we can talk about it in the weekly watch report too. That Joey won Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, right. Oh my God, I forgot that we didn't have an episode to talk about it. Yeah, Joey won Dancing with the Stars. It was Alona and Joey were the final two. Chandler and Brandon came in third, and Riley and Steven came in fourth. Really just a top, and Whitney and Danny Madilla came in fifth, which I felt like was appropriate. But it was just a tough top four, because I feel like people had their diehard fan bases. Chandler was absolutely incredible, but Joey was incredible. Alona was incredible. Like, they were all incredible. And I think it just comes down to the voting at the end of the day, right? It's like, you are all so good and you've all improved so much, but it comes down to those votes.
And at the end, it's tough, because as much as people vote based on like who their favorites are, or like who's improved the most, or skills, like Chandler is such a beautiful dancer and she's so great. But just an element of Dancing with the Stars is that like some of these celebrities have these massive fandoms. Alona's fans are dedicated and came out for her. Even if you solely just go based on followers, like that makes such a big difference. Chandler is so great, and I mean, I don't think she deserved to come in third. I think she was a top two for sure, but she just isn't as well known as some of the other stars. And maybe for a younger generation, they're watching the shows that she's on, or the movies like Zombies, the Pretty Little Liars reboot. Like, those are all things I haven't watched. So when the season was announced and they like announced the cast, I did not know who she was. And now, like, I'm sure the older generation that's watching Dancing with the Stars too, it's like, she's so great and impressive, and sometimes that gets lost, which is, I'm sure, absolutely the worst for them, because they're like, they're so good. Chandler and Brandon are so good. Their freestyle was fantastic, and she's just a fantastic dancer at the end of the day. But there's so many other factors that go into winning Dancing with the Stars, and Joey, very well deserved. As much as like people, you have your other people you want, or you're voting for, or whatever, I don't really think you can argue with a Joey win. Like, he was really so good, put in the work, amazing performances, and deserved to win.
I agree. I think he did an incredible job, and just to see how happy they are about winning, and it was great to see. And I feel like everyone was so good. It was such a hard finale, especially when they sent everybody to the finale, and there was like 5 teams in the finale, and they didn't do the semi. They didn't send anybody home. So like, going into that, I felt like it was going to be crazy, but all well deserved. I feel like anybody, well, honestly, like, no, like if Whitney and Danny Madilla won, people would have been like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But top 4, I feel like if any of those 4 couples won, people would have been like, yeah, that makes sense, because they all did such an incredible job and they had the fan base behind them.
Riley choreographed like the best I thought Riley and Steven's freestyle was maybe my favorite one. Like, they were all so great, but Riley and Steven, it captured his journey, but it was so well done. The choreography was so good. I feel like I'm a Dancing with the Stars mom of like, oh my God, I'm so proud of her. Like she's 19, she's so young, she's so impressive.
They are just the cutest. They were like the perfect pairing.
They really were.
That could ever happen.
They really were. It was so cute. What did you think of the little Julianne and Danny moment? Did you? I don't know what happened that were like everything Danny said like the whole show just like was getting sexualized.
I feel like Danny was just like, fuck it, I'm Ken tonight. Yeah. Like that's it. That's me.
Yeah.
I'm just leaning into being Ken, baby.
Right, exactly. And he did pull it off. Like he really did that was impressive.
All these flirtatious remarks were coming out of his mouth.
Seriously.
They were on the bed together. I was like, oh, it's finale night. Or as the Huffs would say, finale.
Yeah, the finale.
The finale.
Yes.
It drives me nuts that the Huffs do that. Both Derek and Julianne. The finale.
I saw a lot of people be like, guys, remember that they grew up in the UK for like so many years dancing, and there's probably like certain things that they say that's...
The finale.
Yeah, the finale.
That really stuck, but it was a great show. It was a great show, and now it's over.
It was.
And people, they won't be back until the fall. They used to do double seasons.
It's so interesting now because now it's like there was the highs and lows. It's crazy after watching the show for so long. After the whole Bobby Bones thing, like it was just after that I was like, oh God, this show, like the whole thing. And the consensus for everyone was like, when they were doing 2, it was like too much. Everyone was like, oh, this is too much. You got to cut it down. Then they stopped, and now everybody like is so into it again that they want more. It's just crazy. It's just up and down.
It's up and down. People, but wanting more is a good thing.
Yeah.
Giving too much, people get sick of it.
Yeah.
But wanting more, that's a good thing.
Yep.
Last topic, Laguna Beach. They celebrated their 20th high school anniversary. Lauren Conrad was there. Stephen Coletti was there. A lot of the OGs were there. No Kristen Cavallari.
Big reunion. Well, they weren't the same grade.
Right.
Forgot
about that.
She was a year younger.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Such a good point.
I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah, they weren't in the same grade.
They weren't in the same grade.
Yes.
She had one more year.
Because they graduated and then yes. Yeah. Wow, I need to do a Laguna Beach rewatch.
But Lo was definitely in their year. Mm-hmm. I didn't see her.
No, I feel like
Elsie and Lo kind of had not like a falling out, but it just seems like they're just not that close anymore.
I know, which is so sad because watching The Hills, like they were it. They were the besties.
Yeah.
They always stuck together. Yeah. Whatever fight Lauren got into, Lo was by her side. But I love seeing Lauren in any of these situations because it just brings back all these feelings.
She looks exactly the same.
She really does. Like, and the amount of hairstyles I copied from Elsie from The Hills or Laguna Beach, but mostly The Hills, the braids, the twists, all of it. Like, I got all of my hairstyles from her.
I love seeing them all back together and having their big reunion. It's the whole high school reunions are just a crazy thing, a crazy concept.
So,
and you get 20 years. 20 years is 20 years, so much life, but it's just so fun to see them all back together and like joking and posting pictures, and it's great.
It's crazy. Tommy Smokes went to his high school reunion this weekend.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure his 10-year high school reunion.
Yeah. Probably.
And I was like, damn, like it's so like. Thinking about showing up to the high school reunion, crazy shit happens, maybe,
Yeah.
Maybe the reunions go off the rails. Everyone feels like they're back in high school. Mm-hmm. I wonder how they felt 20 years.
I know, exactly. And it was fun to see. It's fun to see like the guys too from the Laguna Beach. You watch a show, but it's funny because you watch the show and then it's a show that you go back and rewatch. And so in your mind, you're like, it's hard to grasp that they've all aged.
Right.
And then you see them, you're like, oh my God, that was 20 years ago.
It's insane. And I honestly feel like if you've never watched Laguna Beach or The Hills, at least go back and watch The Hills.
Yeah.
I'm always good for like a Hills rewatch ever so often because I lived through them. Like, I was in, like, 7th grade or whatever, like, watching The Hills, feeling like I am them. Yeah. I used to sit in my classes, like, in middle school and pretend I was at fashion school with, like, Lauren You know,
Yeah.
like in my head, I was like, yeah, this is fashion school.
Yep.
Like, I'm doing my thing. Like, I wanted to be them. Like, they were so cool. And the fact that they filmed in high school, the fact that they had a reality show about them in high school,
like actually
is
in high school,
fucking insane if you really think about it. Imagine filming high schoolers now. That feels illegal.
Yeah.
That feels like it shouldn't be allowed. But
I know.
the fact that they were filmed in high school is so hard to wrap your head around.
Did you ever watch NYC Prep?
No, but I remember it.
I loved NYC Prep. Loved NYC Prep. Andy actually mentioned it at the Bravo Fan Fest that they did in Miami because somebody asked like if they could reboot a show. And he had mentioned NYC Prep, but then he was like, it would be like actually impossible to do now, which is probably true.
Was there no BravoCon this year?
There was BravoCon. They did like, oh wait, no. When is BravoCon normally?
It's usually around the fall, right? Was there no Bravo?
This was what they
Why
did.
can't
They
I
did
speak?
Bravo?
Why was that happening to me?
Bravo Fan Fest?
So they did that instead of BravoCon?
Because normally BravoCon is in Vegas. But did they do it
BravoCon
over the
skips
summer?
2024, sets Las Vegas dates for 2025.
2025. Okay. So they just did they did this. They basically just did a smaller version of it in Miami. And so many people were still there.
Yeah, it's November 14th, 16th, 2025 at Caesars.
2025.
I wonder why they skipped 2024. They're like, not this year. Maybe because they're doing some revamps and they were like, let's change it up.
Well, because they also were like alternating between doing it out in Vegas and they were also doing it in New York. And now I think they fully like want to just keep doing it in Vegas. So
yeah.
But
they did a little Bravo
I did like
Fest.
that. I did like the NYC Prep shout out because that did take me back to a time where I was like, because NYC Prep came around that time where it actually felt like real life Gossip Girl. Like it was like, oh, this is like what's going on with these people, what Gossip Girl is thought to be, you know?
Right. I just can't imagine going to school in New York City, like in high school. Like you just grow up so fast.
No,
I mean, it's like Gossip Girl.
Yeah.
They're going to the bar and ordering a martini.
100%.
And they're like 16 years old.
100%. Yeah.
I feel like they were doing sort of the same thing in Laguna Beach.
Yep, for sure.
Insane. All right, that wraps up the topics.
From overcrowded stores and flight delays to awkward family dynamics and dinner mishaps, the holidays are far from perfect, but that doesn't mean we have to lose our chill. Forgotten ingredients don't have to ruin dinner. Takeout and Coors Light are always crowd pleasers. When the mountains turn blue, it's as cold as the Rockies. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. I think right now, officially December, it's chilly, it's cold, but everybody's huddling up inside. You got your holiday parties, maybe an ugly sweater party, maybe a little office happy hour for the holidays. Whatever it is, make sure you're stocked with your Coors Lights at home, or if you're headed to the bar, you're ordering Coors Light at the bar. But you can get Coors Light really anywhere you get your beer, so you can make sure you are ready to go. Maybe you're showing up to a party, you need a little housewarming. Make sure you're showing up with Coors Light. Choose chill this holiday season and then reach for a Coors Light. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door. Visit CoorsLight.com/chicks, or you can find it pretty much anywhere that sells beer. And as always, celebrate responsibly from Coors Brewing Company in Golden, Colorado.
All right, let's get into the Weekly Watch Report, where we talk about the things we watched this week. Weekly Watch Report on Monday. 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 We're back for the Weekly Watch. Okay, Weekly Watch Report. What I watched this week, based on a true story, season 2 is back. Did you guys watch? Anybody watch?
I watched the first 3 episodes.
I never watched the first season. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a good show.
Yeah.
I'm about 6 episodes in, and I'll give it a B minus. I'll give it a B minus.
Okay.
Like, I'm into it and I'm out of it. Like, I go back and forth. Like, some seconds I'm like, oh my God, what's happening? And the next seconds I'm like, all right, let's get on with the show here.
Yeah.
You know? So I'll give it a B minus. And I also watched why am I blanking now? I like came in like so solid today, being like, this is everything I
Here's
watched.
my list. I have
my list. I have my list, and now I'm fucking forgetting everything I watched. What the fuck?
Sex Lives?
No, I meant
didn't
to
watch
catch up
that
on
either.
that. Oh my god, no, this is actually gonna kill me because I was like, you got this. Get in there and talk about your list, and then I'm like totally blanking on what I fucking watched. What the fuck? Still rewatching The Sopranos.
Yeah.
Classic. Rewatched Blink twice because we wanted to watch a movie with Matt's parents.
I still haven't seen it.
We wanted to watch a movie with Matt's parents, and they were like, we want something that we're going to be like, what's happening?
Ooh,
and we were like,
that's the movie.
We were like, fuck it, let's show them Blink twice. Yeah. And they were like, what is happening? And the end, they were like, that was good. That was good. I was happy to rewatch it because I picked up on a lot of stuff that I missed the first time. Or just like, you were like, oh my God, that's so funny, the foreshadowing. So
right.
That was a good rewatch. I'm actually so mad at myself right now because I'm just
probably
like,
come to you. Like,
Love Island Australia.
Yeah.
I watched a couple episodes of that.
So good.
It's good. I'm
up to date. It is so good.
I'm gonna give it a B+.
Yeah.
I want to say I watched about 7 episodes.
Okay.
I want to say I'm on the 7th episode.
Yeah.
I started watching too because my sister was watching it, so I just
hopped
in. I missed like the first few, but now I'm like probably. I don't even know. Like I'm probably like close to caught up now.
Yeah, I mean, there's like
how many are there?
16 or so.
Maybe not.
Or so
maybe
out.
Not.
Yeah, I think I'm at 7 or 8 right now.
Yeah. Feel like there was something big that you watched and you're forgetting it.
That is true because I told myself this morning like you have to bring this up, and I am like totally blanking. Yeah. So I'll just kick it off to you.
Yep,
it'll come back to me probably.
The floor is yours.
And this is the one time I usually write mine down.
Yeah.
But I was like, no, I got this. And like for some reason.
Came in so confident.
I came in so fucking confident. And
was it a movie or a show? You don't even know.
Okay.
I don't even know.
You think about it and maybe it'll come back to you.
Yeah.
All right, Love Island Australia, I will give a B+ as well. I'm pretty much caught up to date. I think there's a big recoupling that I haven't watched yet that is happening before Casa. But there's been this whole like love triangle rectangle thing that's been going on that has been honestly kind of fascinating because the way these like I can't tell if this one guy that's on it is actually the most like toxic manipulative guy I've ever seen or if he actually is like being genuine. He's so good at it that it's another person that I also feel like I am being manipulated by, you know? Watching it myself. It's very interesting. So I've enjoyed that. Big mid-season break for all the Chicago shows.
Classic.
This is where everything, you know, they take their time off. They come back in the new year. Chicago Med really gave a little throat punch with the way they ended this one. Better than the rest of the episodes have been. I'll give that a B. Chicago Fire was fine. There is an interesting story going on there. So I'll give that like a B-. And then PD like maybe gets a C+ because they were kind of wrapping up this character's plot line from last season. And I just thought we were done with this. I thought we were done with the woman. I mean, we're done with it. We're done with her now. But I thought we were already done with her. And then there's the last episode of Grey's, which classic Grey's Anatomy, you know. They hit us with the mid-season finale where there is 2 of them they're in a massive heat wave and 2 of them run to get ice. They go to a convenience store. Young kid with a gun tries to rob the convenience store. Whole, you know, that whole saga. So Sophia Bush is now on the show.
Ooh.
This is her guest. She's doing a guest stint on Grey's Anatomy as a doctor that comes up, seems to be stirring up Teddy and Owen's marriage a little bit.
Ooh.
which is interesting. I will give Grey's the last episode, you know, I'll give it a generous C+.
That's nice.
And Shrinking, episode 7, I watched. I know 8 is out, but I have not watched 8 yet. Episode 7, I will give a B+. Disappointed in Liz.
Yeah. I saw it coming. You saw that coming.
No, you saw it coming, but disappointed,
yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
I do like, he's Coach from New Girl, and I always forget his actual name, but I like his character on the show. Other Derek.
Oh, Other Derek. Yeah.
I like him. Joe and I started Lioness. Seen it being talked about a lot. Lioness.
I don't know that.
Zoe Saldana show on Paramount Plus. That is on the second season right now, but I'm watching the first season, episode 1 through 5 we watched. Nicole Kidman is in it as well. It's really good. I'll give it, I think I'll give it an A-. We watched episodes 1 through 5. It's like, it's all kind of like CIA military ops. It's intense. Like it was way more like graphic than I kind of thought going into it, but it's really fascinating. It's basically all about this like CIA program of them taking undercover. She has a group of Marines that are her team, and they taking a Marine and basically putting them undercover with the family members of like known terrorists, and their job is to like get close to, you know, the daughter, the girlfriend, the wife, to get intel on the guy. And that's, you know, it is very interesting. There's a lot of moving pieces, a lot going on. Zoe's fantastic, really good. So I like that a lot. And the last thing I watched was the kicking off the Christmas movies, the new Lindsay Lohan one on Netflix. I believe it's called Our Little Secret, I think is what it's called. It was cute. Not overly impressed. I saw people like kind of giving it more positive feedback than I probably would have on Instagram. It was like fine. I don't know what it is about these Lindsay movies that I don't know, like if it's just her life now, or she is a great actress, but some of these like love stories now that she's doing, it's not she's not selling it that well. Like I'm not really believing her character actually likes the person she's with, you know?
So she's not good at acting.
Well, I feel the love from
actress.
his side, and I don't feel the love from her side as much.
But
there's other moments, there's like comedic moments and other things that are good, but the actual like romance aspect of it, I'm like, you know? I don't know. That's my personal opinion on it.
She's being distant.
Yeah. No, I honestly, that's kind of what it feels
She's not
like.
fully embracing the role.
She's JJing it.
And I will, I'll give it a C.
That's nice of you.
Yeah, like.
That seems high, and I haven't even seen anything
about
it.
I'll give it a C. Like, I mean, I watched the whole thing. It was cute. I liked Kristen Chenoweth. She was in it. Her character was good.
Gia never answered my text last night in the group chat.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, yeah, about Gladiator.
You didn't either.
Yeah.
She gave Gladiator a 3.
I mean, it wasn't directed at me, so I had nothing else to say about it.
She gave Gladiator a 3.5. That's
Gladiator
a half
2.
a star. Yeah, Gladiator 2. That's a half star less than Wicked.
Yeah. But I feel like that makes sense, though, no?
Gladiator 2's in pretty bad reviews.
Yeah, Gladiator 2's getting awful reviews.
She fucking loves Paul Mescal, so.
I was going to say, it's getting bad reviews.
Yeah.
So for that to be only half a star less than Wicked.
Right. Yeah,
I gotta get on Letterboxd to see what this shit's about, because
maybe she didn't think it was as bad as everybody's.
Yeah,
I also
that's why I texted her.
The color was really good.
I've seen reviews that are like not great, but the people that I personally know who have seen Gladiator 2 have not like.
I think it has like an 80 on Rotten Tomatoes or something. It's not like awful. It's like
I mean that's pretty good.
Yeah, I hear
not
that
like it has a 40%.
I hear that Denzel is like.
Yeah.
The best part, and everything other than Denzel is not that great.
Yeah.
And they're kind of just remaking the movie. But.
Right. I mean, I've just had lines from Wicked stuck in my head like for 2 weeks straight. Like it's just like the only thing that's going on in my brain. It alternates.
71.
I have to go see it again. I'm like dying for somebody. Like I know we said we were going to see it again, but we're busy.
Yeah.
When are we gonna go? I'm dying to go see it again.
I have What Is This Feeling on repeat.
I have 3 alternating lines in my head. I'm either going loathing, unadulterated loathing. Either that's playing, or now because of TikTok, it's Nessa. Oh, Nessa. that Nessa, that one guy.
Yeah.
Or it's Goldblum. Have another drink. My dog got beauty. That just plays on a loop in my head at all times. Yeah. Nothing else is going on in here.
Maybe we'll see it in the new year. It'll be like,
well, we could go
to the sing-along.
I want to go. I thought, would I actually want to go to a sing-along? And I think I don't.
No.
I think I don't want to.
I don't want to hear anybody else sing.
Yeah, like that's the whole point. I want to go see it again and hear them sing.
I want to hear them sing.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear anyone else sing.
Yeah.
Including myself. I'm tired of hearing myself sing.
Right. I think that's how I feel about it as well.
Cynthia said that people should be allowed to sing, or am I making that up? I thought that was a quote.
She said, she was like, oh, good. Like, I love that people want to sing. That's what she said. Because someone said that people are singing.
Yeah, I was going to say, it was definitely somebody, but The Rock said it, which is just like,
I was in
back off.
I was in the Jersey City Target yesterday that Cynthia Erivo went to like a week or so ago. And I was like, oh my God. She was standing right here.
Yeah.
Oh, she was standing right here.
She graced the halls.
Like I was like really breathing it in. I was like,
she graced the halls.
Get your talent,
Jersey City Target,
into me. You know, I was like, I actually almost bought you the Taylor Swift Eras Tour book at Target. I didn't.
Yeah. That's fair.
Because I was like, I don't know if she wants it that bad.
The vinyl sold out so fast. That's really what I would have.
Yeah,
wanted.
That's what you would have wanted.
Yeah, Gia went and tried to get it, but they didn't. She got the book, but I think the vinyl was sold out. But then I think she said TJ's parents found the vinyl, which is actually very sweet.
Yeah, that is really nice.
At like a different Target because they were going to other.
How many things is she selling?
So the books are easy to come by. Yeah. So I was like, if she really wants the book, she'll get the book.
Yeah,
you know.
I also think you can now buy the book online because it's not sold out. But the vinyl is sold out online, so you can't order that as well. But that is that everything I watched? Yeah, it is. Tropical vibes can be served year-round with Rum Haven. Rum Haven is made with real coconut water and no artificial flavors or preservatives for a clean and refreshing taste. You can't beat the taste of real coconut water. It is delicious, clean, and refreshing. Rum Haven believes that Mother Nature does it best. That's why Rum Haven is crafted with premium Caribbean rum and real coconut water. You can enjoy your Rum Haven right over ice with a splash of club soda, in your favorite juice, or in the Chicks in the Office Little Fall Cocktail. Once again, we were talking about it for those in Boston on Tuesday. Come hang. We're going to be at the Clock Tavern, which is going to be so much fun. We're all going to be drinking our Little Fall cocktails. To get the recipe for our Little Fall cocktail and find out where to pick up a bottle of Rum Haven for yourself, you can go to rumhaven.com/chicksintheoffice. So hopefully we catch you in Boston, but if not, you can head to rumhaven.com/chicksintheoffice to get the recipe for our Little Fall cocktail and find out where to pick up a bottle of Rum Haven for yourself.
All right, Noah.
Okay, I finished.
Actually, you had a big weekend.
I know you didn't do shit.
Yeah.
No, you said it was relaxing.
No,
it
was. Around. I watched the last 2 episodes of Say Nothing. Very good. Sad. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
I won't.
Have you finally figured out about the Irish War?
I feel like I have a pretty good handle on it now.
Because I remember the first time you brought it up, you were like, I don't want to sound dumb.
I didn't want to sound dumb. And now,
I mean, I have no idea. Yeah, that's not coming from a place of like me knowing.
Like, you know, they hate the Brits, and I think that'll always be the case for some people. But I'll give it an A-, but it could be an A too. You know, I just feel like being a harsh grader this time.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the end of the year.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is when you should ease up on your grading.
I did watch the first 2 episodes of Sex Lives of College Girls.
I haven't watched any of it yet.
It's still like a fun watch, but it definitely doesn't have that same oomph.
Yeah.
Well, and on now, like I don't know if it's a spoiler or not to say
It's not a spoiler.
Like
Everyone knew it
she
was
left.
coming.
Like Renee.
Oh well, yeah,
left.
yeah, they know, yeah, yeah.
And
Everyone knew
with
that
her
she
leaving
was
too,
only
I'm
in
like,
a couple episodes.
Because like in the second episode, it's like she's leaving, and then you see like the other girls, and I'm like, damn, this is who we're left with. Like, no offense to them.
Wow. She literally was like, Renee really carried the show.
No, I mean, she was a big part.
For
like,
Noah personally.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like,
well, Renee was really a great character.
She was.
So
She was.
What's her name? She's the worst. Oh, Bella. Like, I'm like, come on. Like, I can't take this girl anymore. And like, they all just, I don't want to spoil it, but I'm like, what the fuck? They're all so unlikable. Like, not all of them maybe, but I would say like Kimberly and Bella. I'm like, I don't like these girls. I like Whitney.
Yeah.
But
okay, we are literally like saying the same exact thing at the same exact time.
Yep.
And it needs to end where we sound like we're just like
robots giving him that was like AI responses.
We sound like we are the Maria and Francesca doll, where you just pull us and these are the answers that come out.
I'll give it a C+, the first 2 episodes. I've watched the first 3 based on true story. I'll give it a B. Like,
higher than me.
Higher than you. I enjoy it. Like, I really like that guy. What's his name? The main actor.
Oh, Nathan. The guy who plays Nathan.
That's the guy. Is that the guy from Mindy Project?
Yes. And let me tell you, I actually do not like him.
Really? I think
it's no, let me tell you, it's actually so strong that I've had to I've never said it out loud actually until this very moment. That the last couple of times we've put on the show, I have said in my brain, I really don't like this guy. And I never say it out loud because in my head, I'm like, this is so irrational. Like, I don't really have a reason why. And that makes me feel bad about that. Like, I'm like, why don't you like him? And you shouldn't be expressing that if there's no reason.
Anything I've ever seen,
you two cancel each other out. He's Noah's favorite part.
No, he's my favorite part.
No, I
don't think I'd watch the show without him.
like
Seriously.
You don't think what?
And let me tell you,
the show with
I actually find Kaylee Cuoco's role also to be
I don't like her
bad
as
too.
much.
Like I don't
really like anything she does.
I don't really like either of them in the show, and yet I still like the show.
Yeah,
but I find their characters to be unlikable. Unlikable people.
They are like helping a murderer.
I think the murderer is my favorite.
Yeah, he's a good character.
He's a good character, and I actually find him to be the funniest and the
like
most intriguing.
They have like a bromance so far.
Yeah, I don't, and I just.
There you go.
Yeah, but it's still interesting.
Yeah,
like I'm still. I mean, wait until you get. There's one part I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
Let's talk offline about this. I'd like to discuss the show further with somebody.
I watched new documentary that came out on Max, Yacht Rock, and it's about
Yacht Rock.
I saw that.
Yacht Rock and like everything that goes into that. It was pretty good.
I love me some Yacht Rock.
Yes, same. It wasn't like the most well done like documentary in terms of watching. Like, it wasn't emotional or anything. I don't know what I was expecting, but it was interesting to hear. And it's weird because Yacht Rock, the whole point was like no one called it Yacht Rock until like 20 years after that all happened.
Right. And
some people like who made music that people consider Yacht Rock are really offended by the term Yacht Rock. Like the main guy, David Fagan from Steely Dan.
Yeah.
He like refused to be a part of the documentary, and they played like a phone call. The director played a phone call of him calling and being like, "Hey, would you love to have you sit down? Like, we're doing a documentary on like the whole musical genre and everything." And he's like, "What genre?" And he's like, "Yacht Rock." And he's like, "I'll tell you this, go fuck yourself," and hung up.
Wow.
Which I kind of get. I'm like,
but
Yacht Rock might be like demeaning.
Why did Yacht Rock get such a negative connotation to it?
Because I think then they were saying like at first it was about the music and everything and like just the style, and then it became like about more of the looks with MTV and everything, and like you had to be like a good looking guy, and it wasn't really about the music. It was just like easy listening. I don't know.
Interesting.
But there's a lot of bands in that I love.
Yeah.
So I'll give it a B-. And I watched Love Island in Australia. I'm not sure exactly what episode I'm on. I just kind of was popping in and out with my sister playing it 24/7. I like Mimi.
I would have. That would have been my guess for you. Or M.
Yeah, it is funny though because I don't really know the names that well, but like there are
M's the one with the short hair and all the tattoos.
Oh no, I don't like her. I was actually pissing my sister off by saying I don't like her. She's like,
I do.
What do you
like
mean?
her.
She's cool.
She's awesome.
She is cool.
Maybe I haven't gotten to know her.
I think she's cool.
But it's funny that one guy. I'm like, that's the Rob of the season. Like the guy like wears
Dia
backwards
Taylor.
hats. Yeah.
Tay.
Yeah. And then, oh no, I just deleted all my list. Okay. I give that a B- though.
Yeah.
It's Love Island. And then final thing is I watched
it's Love Island.
Love Island. It's Love Island, bro.
I watched this movie called The Line, which has Alex Wolff as the main character, Naked Brothers band.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hailee Bailey. Is it Hailee Bailey or Halle Bailey?
Hallie.
Halle Bailey?
No.
I thought it was Hailee.
Hallie. No,
Hallie?
Halle.
Hallie. Chloe and... No. Chloe and Haley. Oh, my God. Oh, my
Well, because here's
God.
the thing.
Hailey Bailey.
Haley Bailey.
I feel like that's how I've heard it because it kind of rhymes. Hailee Bailey. Halle Bailey.
Chloe...
I always thought it was...
Because there's Halle Berry.
Right. That's
And
why.
there's Haley Bailey.
Yeah.
I think that's...
I think
that's
it's
Hailey
Haley.
Bailey has a nice ring to it.
Mm-hmm.
Chloe and Haley.
Yeah. Angus Cloud is in it.
Haley and Chloe.
Like,
Angus
I'm like, this
Cloud.
guy is... How many movies did he film? Like, there's so many. Like, how is he still...
Why are
in
you
the-
saying it with an anger? With an
Oh no,
angry
that wasn't
tone?
like that wasn't supposed to come off as angry. I'm just like, wow, this guy was putting in work, like a lot of movies. But basically, did you ever watch that Nick Jonas movie where it was about him in like a frat?
Yeah.
It's like the exact same movie essentially. This came out. It says 2023. I thought it was this year, but it's like
Wow, you're behind.
I think it's. I don't know. Sometimes it's weird. It said 2024 in Prime, but it's very similar. And it's like he's in a frat. He loves the frat. Then the hazing becomes like too serious, and then bad things happen.
Goat was the one.
Goat.
Yeah. I couldn't remember the name. That was the one he did.
I would say this movie is just like more. It looks like it had a higher budget or something. It was like more well done, but it was all right. But it's exactly what you would expect, and like it kind of from the start of the movie, you're like you know what's gonna happen. And also just all these movies make me so happy I wasn't in a frat. I'm like I would have never done. Like I'm sure it's exaggerated, but I'm like I did not. The second they were like chug a beer, I'd be like I'm good. See ya. Like, and that's like the least of what they're doing at these things.
Totally. That kind of stuff scares me.
Yeah.
The hazing and all that.
Yeah. I'll give that a B-, and that's all.
That's it?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. That's all we watched. And it never came back to me what I watched. So I'll come back strong next week.
You're going to remember it like in 20 minutes.
I know. I'm going to come back even stronger next week.
Yep.
I'm pissed at myself for forgetting. But all right, that's everything we watched this week. Chicks in the Office is sponsored by BetterHelp. How do you stay cozy in the winter months? For some, wrapping up in a blanket with a mug of hot chocolate or watching a movie with family is the best way to spend the month of December. But therapy is a great way to bring yourself some comfort that never goes away even when the seasons change. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. Plenty of people I know started trying BetterHelp online because it's all online, entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. So you don't need to get in the car, go to an office. Everything's online in the comfort of your own home or the comfort of wherever you are and available. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. So find comfort this December with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/office today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/office. Once again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/office. All right, that wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Reminder, Surviving Barstool premieres this week. You can watch on all Barstool platforms. You can watch on YouTube. We love you guys so much.
Yeah. And the Cyber Monday sale is still going on at the Barstool store.
Don't forget, 20% off all day Cyber Monday. You can get this hat we're wearing and the Save the Date line. So go shop. We love you guys, and we'll talk to you on Wednesday.